I did wash this thing. Glasses are nasty. So, we're here tonight. Let me put my other side on the YouTube channel on as well. Come on. Oops. Cleaning my spectacles. Hope a lot of people come in tonight to join me. There we go. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Good evening to you. Hey, Kyle, how you doing? Okay, Mark. I worked on a video last night on the t-shirt I made for hog legs catfishing. It's almost done. I'm gonna upload the video maybe tomorrow, so I can put it up there. Oh man. Yeah. I want to check something for a minute. That's a nerve putting limited ad on my stream tonight before I started. So I requested a review. What the hell you putting that on my? Hey there, Shaggy Girl. How you doing? Hey, Stephen Bratton. Good evening to you. Welcome everybody to the stream tonight. Welcome everybody tonight. Nice to see you all here. What's going on there, Stephen? What's up today? Want to come up, Stephen? Here's the link. Here's the link if you want to step up. I'm observing the chat tonight. Oh, okay. No problem there, bud. So we tonight we are having the live stream for about 3 hours tonight. We're not gonna go over two. I mean over three. But we're gonna do a live stream tonight. And we can talk about our channels, and you can do, we can have a lot of chats on here. I'm just a little tired today. Not sleepy tired, but just tired. Last time I worked on the video for Arts and Adventure with Tasha about the Hog Lake fishing video about his t-shirts. I got that thing produced. Now I'm going to be putting it up. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I wouldn't ask you to come up. So I got the video done. I produced it last night. I even put a couple of photographs in the video to show the shirts close up. And so we're going to work on that, setting up on the YouTube channel sometime tomorrow. And then we're going to, wait for the next job to come in. And that will be in a few days. Oh, man. So tired tonight, though. But it's just like when you do the sheet, I had to narrate the film, so I don't want to put music over it. So I narrated it instead. So excuse me, and oh, Mr. Stephen Batten, here he is again, folks. What's up, Stephen?
I'm doing good, man. What's going on with you?
I'm just sitting here being lazy as usual.
Well,
You're YouTube, you got to do that, right?
yeah, well, I schedule. I can't go on a lot of everything because I'm working all the time, and
I'll be working again, making those t-shirts for Bernie out there in Maine, making the two hoodies for him.
I need to get.
He
I
owns
need
a
to get my
construction
shirt
company.
made.
What?
I need my shirt made bad.
I'll get the money over here and I'll do them for you. Bernie owns a construction company down in Maine too. That breeds the dogs. He has that too. And I talked to a guy on the phone today.
I might be getting back into my floor covering that I used to do, laying down carpet and stuff and repairs, because a lot of people's been asking me, said, "You still do floor covering, like repairs and stuff?" I said, "On the side I do, but not during the week. I mean, I do it during the week on the side, but I'm not going to do it on the weekend because that takes my flea market right out of the whack."
I don't know if did I print your logo up for your shirts? I don't know if I did or not.
I think you did. I think you just told me when I'm ready, then we'll work on it then.
Yeah, I know I must have printed them up.
But
I look at my folder.
I don't want to have no carbon because I don't want to have people calling me and say, "Can you come over right now this Saturday?" I said, "No, I can't do it. I'm at a flea market. I can't do it." So I might run an ad on some of the trading sites and Facebook. Just look there, just to say I only work Monday through Thursday, not Friday. Because Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm kind of getting ready things for. I used to do it, and I used to do it by myself. Well, I had a guy, but every time he had an excuse to say, "Oh, I finally cussed the son of a gun out." I said, "You ain't calling me no more." Because here I am waiting for somebody, and he don't show up. I said, "You got to show up when you need to show up."
Yeah.
I got mad at him. He come in half drunk. I said, "You know, you out of here."
Hmm.
They're drunken on my job.
Yeah. It ruins it for you when they do that.
And then the customer, and then one person I had told me he didn't like because he smelled bad. I said, "Well, he was out here anyway.
Hmm.
He was
Well, I talked
always."
to my brother-in-law today. He called me on the phone. And he said he's a woodworker. So he said to me about the stop sign I mentioned to him. So I'm going to make a new one. He says, "Well, I have to take a look at that wood you got, and if it's a size wood I have in my house, I can cut it up in no problem, no time. He's a good woodworker. As long as my sister stays out of it, minds her business, he'll be fine. But we'll see what happens. So I could cut it myself. It's not a big deal. So I can draw up a blueprint and tack it to the wood and cut it out myself. But if he wants to do it, fine. But bring it over here. Don't make me wait for years for it." So what is this? You talk about putting floors down?
Yeah, like carpet and
Oh, okay.
repairing carpet and stuff.
But you don't want no drunk coming in working with you, right? It'll makes you look bad with the customers.
Not companies. Is I don't want to hire anybody. I just want to do it by myself
Hmm.
because I'm just doing repairs. I'm not doing you know um, installing. I'm just doing repairs,
What's repairs? What's that?
like seaming up, like when pets damage carpet, then I have to take a piece out of it and seam it up and put it back in and all this stuff. Now sometimes I used to do reed stretches when the wrinkles and stuff got all buckled up and stuff, but I don't have a knee kicker no more. I don't have a reed stretcher, but I could get some people to do it for me, and I just have to pay them whatever. I just gonna have to bid it up high.
I gotta do this for a minute. I got music outside my house.
Lord have mercy. That's like over here. It's got music over here. Well, we
It
got a
ain't crap. It's rock and roll music.
well, they drag race up here. I said, "Man, we got entertainment up here, man. We got drag races up here, son. That's been in town and everything."
Here's a story now. Someone did that in my neighborhood, right?
Uh
He
huh.
wiped my neighbor's fence out. He went right on his lawn. He almost hit his house. But he had that wall there. Lucky he said it would have went right through my garage, right?
Uh
So the
huh.
guy cut him off. He went in his yard. So the guy's sitting on the floor. The guy's a dumb, stupid idiot. He's sitting on his porch, right? My neighbor didn't pay attention. So the guy makes his house soundproof. He don't hear nothing. So he seen the guy, but the guy took off. He didn't get his license plate number. Because the guy don't listen. And I told him, don't expect everybody in the neighborhood to see something, report it to you. You don't even pay attention to what your own self is doing. So how's anyone know about? I didn't even hear it. I didn't hear the situation. I don't know when it happened, but I didn't hear it. So I was maybe busy doing something or something. I don't know. But someone hit his fence. It might be late at night or that. I don't know. But took it all out, wiped it out. And his whole lawn's messed up. You don't pay attention, so it's your own fault. You should pay attention.
Well, a lot of a lot of the people acting like the Fast and the Furious. So it's like, okay, get your dad in. Well, they finally got a sheriff come over at the neighborhood, and one of them guys was cranking up the engine, and so here comes the sheriff at his house. I mean, I know the guy very well that has his car. His mom used to work at the flea market that closed down, that owed somebody $22,500, and then his son paid it off to Clark. Finally, the guy, and so, but the sheriff said, "Are you going to go drag racing tonight? Because if you do, I want to confiscate your Mustang." They can confiscate his Mustang.
So what happened? He's on a rag race, right?
He says, "You ain't taking my Mustang." I said, "Oh, yes, I can too." He says, "I can check you and see if you got drugs in the car." I said, "You ain't tearing my seats up either. I'll kick you, blah, 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 blah." Big shot, mouth. And I told him, I said, "Man, you don't need to talk like that to the sheriff, man. Oh, he just asked you a question." I mean, if a sheriff asks you a question, you need to give him a response.
It's guilty as charged. You got drugs in the car. That's why he's pissed. He might lose all his drugs.
Yeah, I said, well, another sheriff pulled up because he called another sheriff. Then here comes the Garner Police Department coming up.
Uh-oh.
Got a warrant for his arrest because he has child support he didn't pay.
What an idiot.
And then he says, "Oh, I paid the child support 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, it says, no, you only paid it last month. I'm talking about this month. You ain't paid this month's child support. Last month you did, but this month you didn't. You remember, we told you no more excuses."
So what happened to his car? What they do? What happened?
They didn't take his car, but he did pay child support finally. He paid it for 3 months. He was working on a big job. Finally got paid.
Why was he mad when they said something about if he had drugs in the car, he'd getting ticked? Does that mean he was hiding them?
No, they checked his car. He didn't have no drugs or anything because they got a little scanner that they'll run up down the seat and then they go real little. All that they know, but most of his tools that he had. He had one of them nitro gas things that you put. That's what they do in the drag racing. One of them nitro things. There was another car that they were going to look at and see if he was drag racing. It was one of the Nissan something. I don't know. One of them new cars that Nissan's got, Super Sport or something like that. See that he was racing it, but he didn't. He was a teenager, so he wasn't involved in it. He was in high school. Matter of fact, he graduated this year. One of the guys down there graduated. I said, What are you going to major in? Are you going to college?" He said he's going to be a professor. I said, "Oh my God." I said, "You be a professor? What college you going to?" He said he's going to state, NC State. We'll pack up here. One of the best colleges is NC State University. Mm-hmm. They got a lot of stuff that he can teach. But down the street, if you get to know some of these people, you realize what they're fixing to do. Now, the guy that that's going to school and professor,
yeah,
his parents died, so he took over the house.
Oh, okay.
But his grandparents is in the house, and they're kind of was watching. So it was kind of like they had to buy the house because the parents died in a car wreck, an accident, a bad accident. It was one of them accidents that you just don't know when you're gonna get involved in. It was traffic. It was all backed up. People just pulled in front of you, and that's how it got happened. And I just told him, I said, "You know what?" He said, "Whatever you have a dream, go ahead and do it." And if he says, "Well, I go to church up here on Tryon Road called Kingdom Park." I said, "I know the pastor. My friend owns a carpet store." He said, "Yeah, that's right, because your friend put carpet in my house." I think they did that job about 3 months ago. I didn't even realize they were over there. Shoot. Of course, I stay busy. I don't go outside much unless I had to go somewhere. Unless I had to go to the grocery store or something. But but I was talking to a lot of the neighbors around here, and they said they used to be a good, nice neighbor. Now it's like S neighborhood. And I said, why you say that for? He said because we got all these new people coming in. I said that's part of the neighborhood. If you ever thought about it, your young people are probably the nicest people you ever met half the time.
Yeah. Almost in Johnson.
But I said, why do you call this neighborhood S like that? It's not it's not that. It's a nice neighborhood. You just got to remember there's always the good and the bad.
Right.
Not every neighbor is going to be on your side. There's a neighbor that's stupid to me. So I call him. I said, I ain't going over that house because I don't want to hear stupid. I don't like excuses. That's the word that I'm going to use because I don't like somebody telling me, oh, can you take down my trash? And then they don't say thank you or anything like that.
I'm just checking the email here. Just keep trying. I'm listening to you.
So I said to myself, so one day, this elderly lady next to me, her name is Miss Brown. Of course, she's been a widow for a long time. Her husband died about 15 years ago.
Okay.
And so the mailman that comes over, real nice guy, and we pray over her. They pray over her all the time before they leave and everything. I thought, I've never seen that happen at all. Zero. And I'll study people, I watch people, and I said, somebody needs to start praying for the widow. And y'all doing an awesome job doing that because when I saw that, that took me right back to one word that Jesus said. Is to love and help the widow people. And so I told the guy at the post office, I said, have y'all ever have a problem with your mail that gets open? He says, a lot of times it comes from the machine when they do the mailing. And he said, sometimes they don't mean it. It's the machine that they go through and sorted it out, and they don't mean to cut it open. The best thing he said, he tells people that if you got something like, I sent a sports card and it came back, the letter came out real wrinkle and stuff. And Ron Brindamore signed the card. Finally, I got the card. I mailed that thing 2 months ago and I got it back because he stays busy all the time.
Right.
And he's a coach on the Carolina Hurricanes. So I said to myself, I asked him a good question. Why does people, and I've been seeing this all the time, why do so many people parking their cars on the road? He said, I have no idea, but
oh. Mute that phone call there, Stephen Batten. Is that something important?
I'll call her back later.
Just mute it and call back and come back afterwards. It's no big deal.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll come back up. Let me call her.
All right. Where's everybody, man? How come it's a dead zero up there? Come on, folks. Where did everybody go? You gotta be kidding me, right? What the heck? Well, StreamYard's kicking people off or something. That is kind of odd. It's kind of odd. Well, I'm working on a video, and no one's here now. I'm talking to myself. I'm working on a video for my channel. I'm talking to the invisible zero up there. It's my channel when I did hog legs catfishing shirt for Tasha. And well, my channel is about t-shirt printing mostly, live chat second. So pretty soon I'm gonna put a video up on my channel, and gonna show the printing process of that shirt. So I hope that everybody comes in here tonight. Way more people come back to the channel. It had 5 in there, all of a sudden it dropped. Kind of weird. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing a video on my channel about that shirt that I printed for Tasha. So it'll be up on the channel in a few days. I got to do a little bit more work on it. So I'm just worked on that video. I got half it completed now, but so I know people having Wi-Fi issues because every time the numbers go up, they go down. So if StreamYard can't get their act together and they keep kicking people off my stream, then I'm going to end up kicking them off my channel. So it's ridiculous. But what I'm going to do is going to be printing more shirts later. Just gonna walk around a bit. Wait. But I am trying to establish more of a channel on YouTube. But it ain't easy because this place is so unpredictable. Um, I am trying to get things more established on this channel, keep people to come in here, and keep people keep people coming in, and so I waited a while to see if anyone shows back up here. I don't know where everybody went, but well, look at my folder for a minute here. Well, I'm just gonna wait for a while and hope someone comes back in. I don't know what happened to everybody, but who knows? New glasses. New glasses. Still making this thing blurry. Well, I'm gonna wait for people to come in. They're having Wi-Fi trouble for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but maybe some people are having bad weather. I don't know what's going on. Well, anyway, hope everyone's gonna come in tonight on this live stream. And I'm waiting for people to show back up on my stream. Here's Stephen Batten. Welcome back, Stephen Batten. What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just
Chit chatting as usual.
chit chatting, everything. Everybody calling me at one time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Like this StreamYard situation is weird. All of a sudden we had 5 up there and they all dropped. I think they're having trouble with this again because everybody gets knocked off of here. I remember one time they knocked you off of here, and there was no idea why that happened. Remember that? Well, a long time ago, you were up here and suddenly you got kicked off. Well, it's weird. So you have an interesting neighborhood you live in, right?
Yeah, just an interesting neighborhood.
Drag racing and what else? Crazy people going to flea markets, running with
Well,
barrel.
I'm not. I mean, I think a lot of.
Oh, he's texting somebody. What are you doing? Texting your sweetheart on the
Well,
phone?
I want to tell you something in the chat.
Okay.
And
Private chat.
this is what some people is doing this now.
Oh, what is it this time? Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
nothing new.
But this is the thing that I keep telling people. Don't worry about other people's live streams. Worry about your live stream.
Hmm. Is it about other people's channels or they're worried about or
This is the word that I always say is this.
oh, okay.
They go into channels and all they think about is subscribers. That's not going to grow your channel. You know how you grow your channel? Is by your views and your people that's watching your upload videos or your shorts and stuff. That's how you're going to grow.
Well, I have a problem with something about YouTube, and I want to bring this on you next. They keep putting unlimited ads on my videos. And if they don't cut it out, I'm going to call my congressman up. I'm going to say, hey, they're ripping us off on YouTube. They're using that adding system, pretending they're not making any money, and they're grabbing all the revenue. I know they're doing that. They're not kidding me. And I told them tonight they put it on my channel, my live stream. I put it right back to them and said, request it. Watch the live streams. You see it. I give them the lip all. I yell at them all the time. I keep sending the unlimited ads back to them. And you know what they say? Oh, your channel's suitable for advertising. Then why do you have the rating system in here? So stupid. Never had that before.
I got Google AdSense, and I don't. If I put monetization on it, they'll start running the ads. If I don't, then they don't run it.
I put the monetization, then they put my ads limited.
If you don't put your monetization on and you're not doing anything that causing, sometimes I don't put the monetization on unless I'm doing something that is going to generate, like if I was singing or something like that.
I
Or,
don't do on this channel. We chat. That's all I do on here. And I put a little word or two back to them. Stop putting in unlimited ads on my darn channel. There's no need of this. It gets aggravating. The only thing I have problems with YouTube is when I got stupid monetizing their stupid unlimited ad machine. They should throw it out the window. So all they want to do is limit people's ads and take the revenue away from people. It's getting sickening. Getting really sickening about this.
well, I don't understand this either because I don't go, I used to go live every day. And people ask me, says, why you don't go live? I thought you go live every day. I said, I used to, but I don't have the people that used to come on my channel no more.
Hmm.
And um, I think what it is I think a lot of the people, um, you know, the whole point is I think a lot of people just don't they. But I got people some that will come up on my panel if I did put the StreamYard link on, but I'm not dropping the StreamYard link if the person don't show up.
Right. No, I have to do is cut down the live stream and start visiting some channels on YouTube. So I gotta get to do that too. So I get so damn busy doing things and everything, and I stay up too damn late because I'm so busy on producing a video, and the time flies, and I get up so late in the morning I can't get myself functioning all through the day. The rest of the day, it's crazy. It's weird. It's one of those things.
So, so you know, I was talking to my my dad yesterday,
Mm.
and he said something about I think my mom wants to probably possibility sell the house, sell the property, but that's it's not no time soon.
Mm. What the house y'all living in?
Yeah. So I told my mom, I said, well, I mean, where am I going to go? And she said, we'll just have to try to find you an apartment or something. I said, well, let's go downtown and look at the studio apartment. So if I work at the studio apartments, I have to find a part-time job.
Mm. Why does she want to sell the house all of a sudden?
There's so much things that needs to be fixed around the house, and it's costing a lot of money.
Oh, is that what it is? Like what, the roof and stuff?
The roof's the roof has got about 5 years left on it.
Hmm.
But I told Mom, I said, I think we need to change the roof and see if there's any leaks just to make sure because it's been up for a while.
Hmm.
We've been having some darn heavy daggone storms. I said, Mom, we need to check to see if we got any leaks. Matter of fact, the daggone
Hey, Jim Sweeney, what's up?
but that's just I'm not really I'm not going to say anything because I said I said I said to myself, Mom, Social Security. This is what people don't understand. I have talked to a lady on this.
Yeah.
I got Social Security, and I got this other thing that goes in with, but and he said, "Dog, that ain't gonna affect you at all if you got a part time job. It's
Mm.
the hours that they're paying you. If you working 40 hours, they might do something,
Fine, Jim. How you doing?
but it ain't gonna take away your Social Security.
Mm.
What they'll do is if you're working, they'll cut back on what you're getting from Social Security,
Mm.
but it don't affect your Social Security what you're getting paid when you're working. If I work 2 days a week and it's only 20 hours a week, that's better than nothing.
Mm. Mm.
But it might be less than that. I mean, because if I work 2 hours and I'm making $100, that ain't nothing compared to what some people are making.
Mm. So, are you kind of upset about that thought of the house going?
Well, yeah, a little bit. And I said, well, you know me, I'd rather move out the freaking neighborhood anyway because all the people that I used to hang out with, is
They're all gone, right?
yeah,
So the neighborhood's changed dramatically, right?
oh yeah, it has changed dramatically. A lot of theft going on, a lot of daggone break-ins.
Oh, really? That's bad, huh? That's why you wouldn't care about getting out of there, right? Because what would the studio apartment go for, Steve? What's the rate for it?
It's $1,000 to $1,500 a month.
Oh, that's a lot of money, isn't it? How you can afford that if you have to
I
do
just
that?
work. I just worked a second job, and Dad told
No,
my
I'm
mom,
not tired
"Don't."
there, Tim. I'm just kind of busy all day today.
Mom said, so Dad was telling me that he could help me out if I start doing things around the church. He'll help me out on that
Mm.
and
Mm.
pay. I want to be his security.
Right.
And he said, well, he was joking on this. He says, I'll let you be my body snipe,
That's funny.
But he said, no, he said, but he needs security bad because he's been getting some drug addicts come in this darn church trying to ask for money. And I have to watch them see. There's two of them that comes in and all they do is they tell my dad they're going to be there and do something. They don't ever show up because they're too high on crack cocaine.
Why do people want to take that stuff? It's so bad for you.
Well, they stole from my dad. Okay, they stole from my dad, but they still come back to my church. You know what my dad said? They're gonna they're gonna get what's coming to them one day.
Oh yeah, they will. Most definitely. That's
I'm
right.
not going. I'm not going to put the pressure on them. They're going to get the pressure on themselves.
Hmm. So why would he let them in the church if they're stealing? Why would he let them continue to be in the church if
Because he
they're?
wants the Holy Spirit to convict their hearts to come to the altar and make it clean.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. They want to win them over. I see. But
Yeah.
why do they if they keep stealing? How's he gonna put up with that if it gets worse and
Well,
worse?
he did cut off a lot of things from them. This is what they told him. You're not getting no more work from me, but you can come to my church and hear the word of God until you come clean.
Hmm. So he took the workability away from them.
Yeah. He said, there's no trust. I can't trust you no more.
He had a right to do that too.
And one of the guys, one of the people that does all the thing, he says, well, I'm going to leave this church because you told him that you know. And my dad says, there's the door right there.
Yep.
And they still come back to the church and complain and complain.
Can't please everybody. can't please anybody, matter of fact. Drugs are bad for you, real bad for you. They end up killing you afterwards. It eats away your body and everything. If you take drugs, it wears your system down. It kills you after a while. So I don't know why people want to do that to their bodies. It's stupid. You know?
And you know the most the funniest thing that I hear all the time,
What's that?
my dad says that people gets mad at my dad because they want it their way. And I said, well, this is my church. This is what God wants us to do. And if you don't like it, you can go to another church and see what that other church is going to tell you.
Hmm.
Because if you start running to church and they're figuring out what your game is, God will automatically tell them this guy is such and such.
Hmm.
A pastor, if you go to other churches and you didn't like what that pastor says because you don't want to change.
Hmm.
There's got to be a change in order to be brand new.
Right. Steven, let me ask you a question. You know who's in the stream, right?
Who is it? Because I can't see.
Tim Sweeney's in here. You know him, right?
I'm doing good, Tim. Yeah.
He's on Nitro Freaks channel. He's part of Nitro Freaks channel.
Uh-huh.
He changed his ways. He's straightened out. So he's a good guy now.
Yeah. How you doing, Tim, sweetie? How you doing, bud?
So your dad's putting up a lot of BS from those people, right?
Sound like it, but I think he's got a lot of the stuff straight now. A lot of the people that used to be in his church that was very strong in the church has passed away. And you know, and I said, Dad, I said that's gonna happen to everybody. You know, the guy Delmar, the guy was on a scooter and he hit his head. If it wasn't for his head, if he went backwards and was hit it on his legs or whatever, it'd be a different story. But he fell forward and it hit his head and busted something else and his brain cells don't function right. He didn't wake up. He was living on the respirator. They took the respirator off today to see how far he's going to last. And the doctor said he's got 24 hours right now and he'll be dead.
Oh, wow.
So they know that stuff. The doctors don't tell you. They got some good doctors, okay? And they'll tell you up front when you're on the respirators, after they take you off, you got 24 hours and that's it. That's why they always tell the family to come and say hey to him and say goodbye because he's going to be gone. And the living will. He's got a living will. And someone told me, does the living will count when he dies? I said, yes, it does count. And all he didn't have no family. He had a girlfriend. His brothers and everything call him a crook because he owes them a lot of money. And his sister wants to help him, but his brothers tell him, are you going to help that crook? He's a crook. He stole from me, blah, blah, blah. And I think something happened, the reason why, so he was always coming to me all the time. And this is the questions. He went to church and he'd come to the flea market and he always asks us, how you doing, Stephen, or whatever. He was a nice guy. He was always asking people, are they all right? Do you need anything you need or whatever, blah, blah, blah. He was almost like a caretaker, to be honest with you, because he used to go to a lot of people's families and help out the elderly. And I thought,
well, Tim Sweeney, hold on for a minute. I put that on the intro with StreamYard when I start my stream. It honors the troops, shows support for the troops and the love of the country. That's why I put it on my channel. for that reason. So they think he's a crook. So they say he's a crook, right? And they say,
Yeah, and this is what I says. That's family. You know, I have my dad's my aunt, my dad's sister. Their whole daughters is living in a one daughters is involved in the church. The rest of them are in the worldly ways.
oh, okay.
We got them kind of folks, okay?
Mhm.
And my aunt is a choir director at the church, doing all these kind of things. And one of the things that one of the guys that my daddy got brought up, because see, he don't have uh, his pastor that used to be he don't have his what they call what's the name for it? He don't have a spiritual father that he used to have because he's dead. He used to look up to the pastor that he went home church from, but he died.
Oh,
Now
okay.
all the pastor that he knows is only this person's left. One person left, but he's very, very sick right now. And so it's like, oh my God, that all the people that used to was here is gone. And Dad was telling me, he said this because people needs to wake up and realize that 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 one day you will be gone. But where are you going to be? You better know very sure.
Mhm.
And he was telling me, he says, son, your brother is a convicted murderer, but his life can be changed if he changed his ways of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to pray for your brother. He's in prison, but he's got a long road to hoe.
Look at Paul, how he was. He hated Christians. Remember that story?
Yeah,
He killed a lot of them.
yeah,
And if they can change Paul, he can change your half brother too. God can change him, but he
yeah.
has to change.
He said, I wonder, and I mean, I don't know, but they do visit him. The last time they talked to his wife, I can't think of her name, but said he's doing okay in prison. They do have visitations on the weekends that the sons will see him and blah blah blah. But they watch Josh. But the prison that they're at is like, I don't know what you called him. It's kind of like a low prison where it's not much people in it. It's in separate rooms and
Is it like a house of correction?
sort of like that. And so the thing is, I keep telling people all the time, our life is in prison. In the world, we're kind of living in a prison
Mm-hmm.
because what I'm saying, everybody's hurting for money right now. And I've been really looking at that right now. I says, well, I asked myself, do we really have I said, we all look for leadership in this world. We always look for leadership. I asked myself 1,000 times, Lord, do we have the leadership in here that we need to have? I say no. Why I say it? Because we ain't got a bold you know what I'm talking about. We don't have a bold person to come in and do what we need to do for America. We don't have that. We don't have it like we used to do it no more. It used to be like, my word, what in the world is going down? And I said, all the people in that's in over there, I have met when I was a little kid.
Right.
And I didn't realize that I met them because I was small. And then my little bill said, you met a lot of them people that's in over there in Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't realize it. And I always tell people this: that person that you met, like, because blah blah blah, you know, if you met somebody and they're in just like any state and they're running or whatever, and you met them, they're always going to talk nice, okay? But that's how you meet people and you realize who they are. And
Yeah.
and I sat down with a bunch of people. I sat down a bunch of people in the government system, and it's just like, oh my god.
Well, let me say something to you, right? A lot of things right now, and I'm not going to mention what I'm talking about. I'll keep it low level thinking and low level speaking because YouTube don't want you talking about any of this in the channel.
Yeah.
But right now, a lot of things that are going on that are unnecessary in the country right now. Investigating this, investigating that, unworthless bull. Start thinking about getting the country back on track. Don't be going around accusing one another of doing this and doing that. And then if someone does something and he thinks he can break the law, he's got another thing coming. And you know who's going to get him one day when the Lord meets him? He ain't going to be the same guy when God gets a hold of him. Because that guy, that ex-leader, is the biggest liar that ever lived on this earth. People think he's a great guy. He isn't. He's a racist. He's a pig. And he needs to be locked up. And that's what's going to happen to him. And we don't need someone like that leading our country in so many words. You know what I mean? Things that he did. He did a lot of hurting in this country of ours. It's not necessary to do what he did. And then then the other side, his friends, try to accuse people of doing things they didn't do. And that's why I don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? I don't go to the polls anymore. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's the last word of it. Because they lie. That's all they do is lie to you. I don't need liars. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm not dealing with it anymore.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's one. Well, I was and everybody said, I know one thing. I don't think I'm gonna vote this year.
I'm just getting out of the politics situation. I don't want to get my channel snipped.
Yeah.
They will shut me off, so I'll be
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying is I'm just kind of.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
But what I'm saying it's like I met so many people when I only met a couple of people that I really like, and I wish they would never gave up on what they gave up. They gave up on that because they think people were against them. I said that's not the reason.
Right. When the churches people start shooting up God's houses and hey, Barnable Saint Bernie Sanchez, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't doing anything, any vision. Oh, please don't talk about that man, because I'll get in trouble with YouTube. So don't even talk about him. Don't even bring that name in there, because I'll get in trouble with YouTube. Please don't. Retract that word off my channel, please. Don't be talking about him. All right? You ain't gonna see him this year in the White House. Sorry. He's in trouble. Big trouble. That's all I'm gonna say. Bernie Sanchez, don't bring that up in here. With me, what I said, no politics allowed in this channel. None. I don't talk about politics or religion in here. It's too deadly to talk. I don't want to lose my channel.
Well, I'm gonna be watching Raw in about an hour.
Yeah, so don't talk about that in my channel, Bernie, you right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching in an hour the Raw wrestling.
But the whole thing is that this world's so screwed up. Unbelievable.
Man, I've been watching that Titanic, that submarine thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. I think that's the only thing that I was liking about this whole week. By what made them people go that far to trying to find that? You know, what made them do that? And then all of a sudden, bam,
Greediness, maybe? I don't know.
adventure. I don't know. You just don't know. Been nice if they found some articles, but they didn't. You know,
They died instead.
all 6 people died in that. But the thing was this: they never inspected the submarine.
Never made it to it. They died. What was the reason for him going down there anyway in the first place? Because of gold? Greediness? That's
They
what they were
want,
thinking.
I don't know, but it's crazy.
It sounds like they were thinking about getting money. Okay. Money, they died. What stupid idiots. They were thinking about the money, the hell of their lives. What stupid. Going in a submarine down there now. Did you hear what they were using to get down to the water? Steven?
Yeah.
They were using that kind of thing to get out there. That was stupid.
Well, I'm going to get off because I got to get my supper done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got a big day tomorrow. I know that.
Yeah. That was weird. You know something?
Uh huh.
That was odd. How did he do that then? He came in here saying that, but he wasn't on the YouTube side.
Well, let me see on my side. Oh, let me see. I got it up here.
It's not on here. That's odd. Sure that was him? I don't know, man.